So to go over the rest of the phone, once again, the rest of the things that come out of the box would be going to contacts. You can have a voice over IP gizmo, once again, set up right outside the box. And then there's the music player and the internet radio, and let me play a little radio for you. As well, there's also an FM transmitter, which is kind of nice. You don't need any wires, and you know, as soon as you set up you know, whatever frequency you want, whatever's not being used by the radio, you know, stations in your area, you can broadcast this to, you know, for example, you're in a car or you're in your buddy's car and you want to play some music on here. You can go ahead and broadcast it, and without any wires, don't need any plugins or anything, and it's rather nice. I'm assuming you can do that with streaming radio as well, so you can stream radio onto here and then broadcast it. So if you have a data connection, try it out. Let me switch over here, and go to the gallery once again. I'll use the scroll wheel, makes a nice little click sound. You know, other reason I sort of got it was because I kind of fall asleep to the radio, and actually I didn't know this would have it, and it's far better than any app I've seen on the iPod Touch or iPhone. Those, or even Android. Android has Stream Furious, I believe, and you know, this is very well polished and has a huge directory of stations. You know, you can list it by country, language, genre, whatever. And you know, if there isn't one, you can just add one manually. Like I added these digitally imported. I went through the website in the browser here and just added it. Yeah, you know, it'll save a PLS file, a playlist file, and then it'll automatically play through the internet radio. And you know, if you have a subscription service like I have to digitally import, you know, for the premium channels, the higher bitrate ones, you can add those in and you know, listen to that just fine. And just to give you a taste of the speakers and the this is minimal. So that's made a little big up to everybody in the condo. The connection to the radio is just fine, you know, as long as your router or Wi-Fi is working okay. There is a bit of pause in the connection. Rarely when you're running another program. Like I said, there's not more than enough RAM. It's just when you go back to the home screen, and whenever there's a transition from landscape to portrait, it will stop. Now I don't know why, but you know, you could be running web browser and landscape the whole time and nothing will matter. As soon as you know, flip it over, there goes that pause. Not a big deal. You know, you can just close the screen and it makes no difference. What the hell is this playing? And this phone in particular came with 2 free Engage games. Like I said, you know, one exclusive uses the D-pad, Reset Generation. The other, the Star Wars one, uses the keypad, and you know, both function just fine. You know, I didn't have any problems with key pressing or anything. DI.FM, and there's not a problem running this. I'm usually running this half the time, and the sound for the millimeter jack 3.5 just fine. Email once again outside the box, VoIP outside the box, voice over IP. the phone comes with everything that you want. Even with the speakers running, I can run Shazam and track ID, you know, what's playing via the speakers and the microphone over here. You know, I don't need to have an external source or anything. So, there's nothing much else I'd like to go over with the phone. It's a pretty solid device. You know, the rest of it's standard S60. You know, for better or for worse. You know, S60 is a rather nice platform. It's a little convoluted. You know, things a little unorganized, if you will. But the phone, as it goes, with the amount of RAM, the screen it has, the build quality, the buttons, and its feature set is well worth it.
Thanks for your listening. It was French emotions by me.
Like I said, the camera is absolutely amazing. You pop this open, the camera software will open up. Overall, as an entire package, this phone does it all, and it does it for cheap. You know, you're not gonna blow, you know, $500 on it. You know, N85, which has a 0.2-inch bigger screen, you know, and it's OLED, whoop-de-doo. You know, this really has everything. It's really, and as I read one review saying, it's a Swiss Army knife, and it really is. Are there some improvements I'd like? Yeah, sure, I'd like a bigger screen, you know, maybe get rid of the Nokia charging and use USB charging. I definitely like the speakers to be, you know, somewhere where my hand isn't blocking, but that's just me. It does work fine like this. But as an entire package, once again, you can't beat this phone. The other thing is, Nokia, when it comes to building a candy bar, they're masters at it. You cannot touch them. I would not trust a Nokia slider, you know, as far as I can throw it. I've seen an N81 and N85, and their build quality is, you know, if you want a slider, you go with Samsung. You want a candy bar, you go with Nokia. That's just how it is. For whatever reason, Nokia doesn't know how to make a slider, but the candy bars, they're king of the candy bars. And this phone really proves it. It's really a multimedia device. You know, it doesn't need a touch screen. It doesn't need any weird things to make it any different. So, you know, I really recommend this phone. You know, for its price point, it comes with everything you'd want. I can see it being a perfect successor to the N73, which did the same thing. Gave an awesome camera, an awesome phone at a very good, cheap price. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. You know. Anyway, that would be it. And if there are any questions or comments, just drop them in the box. If there's anything else you want to see, you know, go ahead and make a comment, and I'll try to record it for you. Thanks.